Hey everybody, I'm actually gonna talk to you while I play this game. I haven't been on 2 days, so it actually gave me 2 awards because I actually love this game, so I actually put money into this game. So, yeah. I want to come on, whatever. I'm using DL Recorder because remember I'm paying for it. But I wanted to come on and tell you guys about my surgery. I was supposed to have surgery March 5th, and I go there, I fill out my paperwork, I do everything. I'm connected to an IV. I'm waiting for the anesthesiologist to come talk to me. The doctor had already wrote out my prescription. He asked me what did he give me last time. I told him, and I reminded him that it didn't work. Of course, he said he don't be remembering stuff because he has so many patients and he do so many surgeries. So he agreed to give me something that was stronger. He wrote out the prescription. He gave it to the nurse so that the nurse can make a copy of it to put in my file. She came back. She IV'd me and all that stuff. And right when we was about to go get my cousin, give her my bag of clothes, she was going to switch out with her mom, who got off at 2:30, to come and pick me up and take me home because my cousin had to be at work. So, with that being said, I'm sitting here. My IV is placed. They haven't put the bag that they put in your IV and all that stuff yet. The anesthesiologist come in and he was like, I'm sorry, we're not able to do your surgery. I'm like, why? And then he's like, because you're 248 and our procedure for that we need to do for you stops at 2:30 with your height being 5'5". I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, we're not able to do it. I'm like, that's not making sense. And he was like, your weight is 248. Your height is 5'5". Okay. I said, well, maybe you can, because I had on shoes, some Skechers, GoPro walk shoes, the one that came out last year. So I'm sitting here like, okay, how about you just put me on the thing and, because it has memory foam in it. So you have a little raise to it. So I'm like, how about you turn around and put me on the thing and you do my height and you make sure, because I think I'm 5'5". And he was like, we've done that before. It's in your record, blah, blah, blah. This other stuff. I was like, okay, you've done it before. I was just here December 28th. So why is it that you can't do my surgery today? Because December 28th, I was between 240, 248. So what's going on? And he was like, for your height, our cut in the BMI, our cutoff is 230, and it's dangerous to do anything. On top of last time, December 28th, when we did your surgery, we had to give you a bag of blood. And we just don't want those problems because we were red flagged and we were fined for it. And I'm like, are you serious? He was like, yeah, we're not going to take that risk and be in trouble again. You can have it done at the hospital. So you would basically have to call and you would have to schedule it with them. But let me go back here, ask Dr. Alexander if he'll call and get it scheduled and explain to them and all that. And because he doesn't know. And I'm like, are you serious? And it's crazy because I was the reason why he came from where he came, 45 minutes away, his regular practice office. I was the reason why he actually came down to Clarksville, right? Okay. Because this man comes once a month. So he won't be back no more in March. And if anybody has to see him for any type of surgery, they need to see him in Nashville to schedule it in Clarksville. Yes, I'm telling where I am. Before my introduction video, I did a mukbang, Chick-fil-A mukbang. It didn't process. That was a mini introduction, but yes, that's where I am. So I meant to not say the name yet, but yeah, that's where I am. So in order for me to have my surgery done ASAP, it is recommended that I go to 45 minutes away and have my surgery. Possibly this week, like Friday, or next week, Monday, Tuesday. The problem with that is my family is some ignorant Negroes. They're not going to go and take me unless I come out of pocket a lot of fucking money to give them, to get them to stay that long and to drive 45 minutes there and 45 minutes back. It's bullshit, but that's just how those Negroes are. They money hungry. Even though they're driving my car, using my gas, I still will have to do it. My dad stays across the street, which I will include that in one of my vlogs. But yeah, my dad stays across the street, and my dad won't even take me because I was telling him, and he was like, oh well, I guess you gotta find somebody. I was like thinking to myself, wow, because it's crazy, because today's the 6th and it is 4:12 in the morning, and it's crazy. I have to be up. He's calling me at 6:30 to tell me to wake up to make sure that I'm ready to leave at 8 o'clock. Well, 8:15, because he's going to take my little brother. Yes, I have a little brother that's not by my mom, but by my dad. That's another story or conversation with Simply that I'm going to have. Discovering that I had a little brother. But he's going to take him to school, then come home, because the school's in our neighborhood, and then come home, and then get in my car, and then I'm going to go. So, because he told me this Sunday, and I told him I had surgery Tuesday, this Negro still expected for me to drive, having surgery the day before, to take him to the VA hospital for his appointment, because he don't want to drive. Yeah, I know. Everybody always want me to be there for them, but nobody never wants to be there when I need them, because I sure did mention it to him, and he sure did tell me, well, you better find somebody. And that sure did piss me off, but telling my dad I'm pissed off, it ain't gonna do no good. And that's just another story time that I have that I will put out on Conversations with Simply, because my family is just full of shit, and I just honestly don't have nobody to take me and do that unless I'm going to come out of pocket. And to be truthfully honest, it's not worth coming out of pocket like that. It's just not. And I'm just not going to do it. And I'm not going to beg them. I mean, I'll pay somebody like $20, $40, you know, like for their time and all this other stuff. But coming out of pocket like $100 or some shit, because that's just how money hungry it is, that's ridiculous. I'll drive my damn self and Uber myself home, and then Uber myself up there in a few days to go get my car and drive my car back home. Seriously. Like, because his office and where they do the surgery is all connected. It's like on different floors. So I'll basically be in the parking garage, so I could park there, and it'd be like I'm in the hospital or some shit. So if that's what I have to do and pay them, I'd rather pay all that money for a fucking Uber to drive me 45 minutes home than give it to somebody who's supposed to be there for me, because I'm always coming out of pocket and being there for them. So that's my thought on that. I was crying because I have to wait another long whatever for my surgery to happen. And let me tell y'all the craziest thing. The craziest thing is I had this just dream, this bad feeling that something bad was going to happen when I had surgery on my left arm. And I was like it was bothering my brain. And it's just this inkling feeling like something's going to go wrong if you have your surgery. So it was nobody but God to get that man to tell me. And this is how I stopped crying. I had to realize it was nobody but God, because of my feelings, my intuitions, that it was going to go bad. And it was nobody but God that man told me that me being 5'5" and 248, It was unsafe to do it. They gave me blood last time. They got red flag for it. They got fined for it. They couldn't break policy because it's in the policy. And they did it anyway, December 28th. They're not going to take that chance of getting flagged and getting fined again and being in trouble. I totally understand that. Him telling me something could go wrong, I'm not going to keep playing. I'm just going to do it again because there's no way I would have got those. But yeah, him telling me that something could go wrong, and the fact that they gave me blood, and that's what drew the attention and gave them the red flag, and they whoever looked at my weight and my height and all that other stuff, that's why it got flagged and they got fined and all that stuff. So I'm glad, because y'all, if I would have got on that operating table, they would have did something to my arm, and something would have happened, and I would have needed blood, and then something would have happened, and they would have had to call the ambulance to drive me to the hospital, and I could have been in ICU. I could have not woke up. I could have anything. And then I turn around and I could sue them if I ever found out that they really wasn't supposed to do the surgery. Now, I'm telling my dad all of this. He's like, if you would have died on that table, I would have sued the hell out of them. Plus, I would have got a hefty insurance policy off of you. I'm like, is this nigga serious? Like, he really telling me that? So at that moment, I just said, you know what, I'll talk to you later, and I hung up. So with that all said and done, I didn't get my surgery. I'm going to be in pain. I caught those people crying, but it was like, it was 4 something when I finally got a hold of somebody, and they closed at 4:30. And the girl that I talked to, because I was pushing some options and I was putting on hold for at least 20 minutes, so I kept hanging up and calling on another phone and being on hold waiting and nobody coming. So I finally got this girl, and I just was crying with her, and I told her what they said, and she was like, I'm sorry that happened to you, blah blah blah, I'll get you over to the woman who's in scheduling. And so I was like, is it possible that you can make sure that she's there, because this surgery is very important to me and I don't want to not have it. I don't know what happened, but my last video cut off. But basically, she told me that she was going to contact the woman through email and ask her that if she was too busy to get back in touch with me ASAP, to give her the options. And because of my situation, Dr. Alexander was going to be able to make an exception and come down to Clarksville and do my surgery to keep me from having to find somebody, pay somebody, all that other stuff, go through the hassle of going to Nashville for a same-day surgery at the hospital. So it's going to be here at my hospital, and I'm just going to pray that it get done soon, as soon as, like, he's already came down here this week, so he's not going to probably come down this week, but as soon as next week, Monday, I hope Tuesday or something, by at least next Friday. I just want to say thank you to everybody for your prayers. I really needed them. I'm so glad that God stepped in and made that not happen, because like I said, I had intuition, I had bad thought, bad feeling, bad brain in my head, thought thing. I had a dream about my surgery not going good, and I told a couple of people, and they told me it'll be all right. They was praying for me and all that stuff. I want to say thank you to everybody that is on YouTube that actually took a moment out of their time in their day and they said a prayer for me. So I guess God heard y'all prayers too, and he put a stop to it. God heard y'all prayers. He gave me that dream. He gave me that feeling. He put that thought into them or whatever. But again, like I said, I'm glad that they didn't do it. I feel bad that they got flagged and they got fined for going against policy and doing it when I was this weight in December. I just want to say one more thing. Yes, I'm 5'5". Yes, I'm 248. If anybody feels that they want to take that and try to bash me, talk bad about me, call me fat, all that other stuff. I think I'm a thick chick. I'm glad that I'm what I am. I'm thick in the right places. I don't care. I've came a long way. And like I said in the last video, I've had gastric bypass surgery in 2004. I don't care what anybody say. I look damn good compared to what I was. And I'm going to do a video about the many faces of Simply Made, about how I was compared to how I am now, the difference, and all that stuff. Just a picture slideshow. I'm having trouble doing the slideshow because I don't know how to do a slideshow. So I'm working on that, and that's going to be a video that I'm going to post on this channel. I might post it on my main channel, which is Simply Made ... So hopefully whoever's watching this, you go ahead and you subscribe, you thumbs up, you thumbs down. Either way, I don't care. I just appreciate the fact that you took time and you clicked on my video. So I'm going to end this video because my storage space was low, and that's why I cut the video off, because I exceeded my storage space. So I don't know how to merge the two videos together. I wish I did. I don't know how to do that. Plus, I'm doing it on my phone because, like I said, I paid for Duo Recorder, and I'm going to utilize it, and I'm going to use it. I'm actually going to cancel my free trial. Paid prescription is supposed to start on the 9th. I'm actually going to cancel it on the 7th, which is tomorrow, because today's the 6th. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cancel it, so it's not going to be affected or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to try to figure out how to merge the videos. But again, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. And thank you for your prayers. And just keep me in y'all prayers, please. I appreciate that.